So this is actually pretty surprising, but this does appear to at least be a somewhat good story. And so basically what's going on, if you guys remember, Donald Trump had he had appointed judges to the federal courts at a record rate. He was basically just churning them out. This is horrible because it means all of these cases that get heard in the federal appellate courts or, in these circuit courts, they're all going to be a bunch of conservative, batshit crazy lunatics, which is really, really horrible. But what's good is Biden apparently is beating Trump's speed in terms of appointing judges, which is actually good. It says Biden speeds ahead on installing judges. It says President Biden and Senate Democrats are off to a fast start in pushing through judicial nominees, outpacing former President Trump's early record in confirming judges to the federal bench. While many Democrats had been hoping that Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer would announce his retirement to allow the new White House to pick his replacement, Biden has already pushed ahead with making an early mark on the federal courts. It says 9 of Biden's 33 nominees have already been confirmed, 7 of whom were sworn in the month of July alone, and another 14 are awaiting floor votes in the Senate. Those numbers put Biden ahead of any president in the past 40 years at this point in their first year, said Russell Wheeler, a fellow with the Brookings Institution who studies judicial confirmations. Trump had gotten off to a slower start, having 5 of his judges confirmed at this point in 2017, including Neil Gorsuch. However, Trump went on to fill the judiciary with conservative appointees at a record pace. I think that got people's attention, Wheeler said of Trump's impact on the courts. So that just fueled, it seems to me, the Biden administration's decision that it was going to do what it could to be more active than some of his Democratic predecessors. By early August of their first years in office, former Presidents Clinton and Obama had not managed to push any judicial confirmation through the Senate. Wheeler notes, however, that Clinton, Obama, and Trump all filled Supreme Court vacancies in their first year, which often puts any other legislative business on hold. Biden is pressing ahead with an aggressive quantity of nominees and putting an emphasis on diversifying a federal bench that has historically been lacking women, people of color, and lawyers with a background in public interest. So hopefully these judges will actually be good. I guess it's saying that a lot of these are public defenders, background civil rights, labor, and immigration law. I'm definitely hoping that the people that they're going to be picking are good. I mean, obviously you're not going to get like the most progressive out of these picks, but basically if you can just get ones that are good on the court, it's better than whatever Republicans are there. And usually, the justices hopefully will be good. It says in June, Zahid Quraishi became the first Muslim to be confirmed by the Senate for a federal district court seat. Last week, Biden announced 2 nominees, Beth Robinson for the Second Circuit Court of Appeals and Charlotte Sweeney for Colorado's Federal District Court, who would both be the first openly LGBT judges on their respective courts if confirmed. So again, the identity of these people are definitely very diverse. But definitely hoping that these will be actually good picks who will fight for, civil rights, civil liberties, be in favor of expanding healthcare. Hopefully, things like a lot of federal judges. It's always federal judges who are ruling in favor of mergers of businesses. So, maybe they can start going against stuff like that. Things of that nature, that would be really good. So, it's just interesting because it seems that Biden is taking a different approach than Obama and really trying to steamroll this stuff. It says it's too early to tell whether Biden will be able to match Trump's success with judicial confirmations. Wheeler noted that Trump inherited numerous court vacancies when he took office in 2017, thanks to Senate Republicans blocking or otherwise stalling many nominees in last years of the Obama administration. That wasn't the case with Biden, so he didn't have as many vacancies to fill. Most of them are left by Democratic appointees so far, Wheeler said. Obviously, that could change. We're really only in the top half of the first inning. We'll probably have a different conversation a year from now. It says, and even if Biden manages to sustain his current pace at confirming lower court judges, unlikely to mollify progressive advocates who see an urgent need to reform the nation's highest court. So keep in mind that obviously the Supreme Court is really important, but there's only a certain amount of cases that actually get heard by the Supreme Court. and it's a pretty low number. I want to say it's like 10 or something like that, somewhere around there. So obviously, federal courts are just as important, if not more important, even than the Supreme Court. So this is really important, and I'm glad to see that this is something that's being really streamlined and going through fast.